I started to heal when I made a choice to take full responsibility of my feelings. It was my prime responsibility to heal myself from that pain. Hi everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi. I'm the founder of Happiness is Love. We make relationships better. Do you know what is emotional healing and how to heal ourselves? I started to heal when I made a choice to take full responsibility of my feelings. The more you feel your feelings, the easier it gets to understand our feelings. I used to blame others for my feelings of sadness, anger, frustration, and unhappiness. And I struggled a lot because I would eat my feelings, swallow them, suppress them, repress them, reject them, distract myself, hide, pretend, or sometimes even smile my way, not to show my honest feelings. And guess what? I realized while it's not my fault that the pain that I was experiencing, I did not know what I was going through and wasn't my fault, but I realized it was my prime responsibility to heal myself from that pain. And without any struggles, there is no healing. And I believe that pain builds our inner strength, and nothing is more painful than just being stuck somewhere where you don't belong. If you are struggling, if you are in pain and wanting healing, this video is for you. And I also want to talk to you about how healing is not a linear process. Healing also means taking an honest look at the role you may be playing in your own suffering and pain. I feel you, I'm here for you because I've gone through it and I've realized that sometimes we distract ourselves from our feelings. But the key is to acknowledge, accept, allow ourselves to feel our unpleasant, our unhealthy emotions and not fight them or block them or hide them. And what we mostly do is start acting on our feelings. What do we do when we are sad, we are mad, or we are scared? We withdraw connection from others. We withdraw communication and affection. We become cold, distant. We shut down. We become sarcastic and stubborn. And guess what? I'm guilty of all of these, and that's why we do the work that we do, because together we can learn, grow, and when we share our stories of our struggles, our storms, and our successes, guess what does it do? It helps us heal. It helps us connect with our true selves, and it helps us build ourselves and our legacies. I've also realized that healing is a process. It's a process for everyone. Emotional healing, let's first understand what is emotional healing so that we can then move to how to heal ourselves emotionally. Emotional healing is really the ability to take proper control of those painful thoughts, unpleasant feelings and emotions that are not serving us, that are interfering with our present moment. Emotional healing is a process of, like I said, acknowledging, accepting, and allowing all the painful experiences and the natural emotion reactions which are generated from them, allowing them. It means to be properly mastering the art of coping with all the stressors in our lives. Nobody is free of stressors. But the point is, how do we handle our stressors? How do we manage our feelings, deal with conflict and crisis? When emotionally healed, the psychological hurt which was bothering us does not hold us back. The mental wounds that we are feeling become significantly less. Because like I said, during the healing process, the past will never be a barrier to live the present moment happily and peacefully. So what is the purpose really of emotional healing? Emotional healing teaches us important life lessons and coping methods and adjustments. It creates awareness towards our emotional reactions, our emotional triggers, and helps us become emotionally more aware and expressive so that we can express our emotions in a healthy manner. Thinking and acting upon situations gives us the ability to manage our stress better. Finding purpose and meaning in life makes the connection well with ourselves and with others, and then what happens? We start focusing on the good around us. So what are some of the indicators? What are some of the signs that you may be experiencing emotional pain? when bad things happen in life, it does take time to come to terms with all the negativity that surrounds us. Emotional pain and psychological trauma results from a stressful event that may have shattered your sense of security. These lead to feelings of helplessness. We feel hyperactivity and a lot of anxiety. Like I said, you're not alone. We all human beings experience the entire rainbow of emotions, but then how to deal with them so that we can help ourselves cope better. These upsetting emotions make us feel out of control, and some of the signs of emotional pain that I experienced were anger, mood swings, insomnia, insecurity, poor self-esteem, holding on to grudges, difficulty in forgiving others, and lack of healthy communication. And if you're going through this video will be useful to you, because you will be able to understand that there are stages of emotional healing. Emotional healing starts with making a conscious choice, conscious decision and action to assemble all the broken parts into one complete whole by taking full responsibility. Like I said, if something traumatic or stressful happened to you, it's not your fault. It's not your responsibility, but healing is your prime responsibility. And the procedure of emotional healing has stages. Learning to acknowledge all those unpleasant emotions without judging them, without judging the experience. This makes the emotional experience a holistic process which requires skills and patience. So what are some of the stages of emotional healing? Number 1, surrendering to the suffering. Emotional suffering comes from the denial of our painful or unpleasant emotions. This happened to me too. I was in denial. I distracted myself. I pretended if I was okay. What did it do? It started causing a lot of turbulence in my life. And the happiness of your life is not determined by what's happening around you. It's determined by what's happening inside of you. And I realized that I was becoming more and more bitter, unhappy, and I became a blamer where I blamed others or the experience, that emotion that happened to me, this event that happened to me, for my suffering. So in an emotional healing process, it is certainly good to surrender to the suffering, because they say that pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. So when you don't fight it, when you don't hate it, but accept it and you surrender to the suffering, you don't escape from the pain. What you do is then you start accepting. You feel the essence of the pain. You start to understand and feel it. And once you understand it, you feel it without acting on it, you start to heal through it. Number 2, awareness leading to tolerance. From awareness, we have to move to acceptance and then action. Because awareness without action will not lead to change. I believe without action, there is no change. So your awareness leads to tolerance. Increasing awareness towards your emotions enables you to label and name those feelings. Knowing the feeling is the first step to resolving the negative feeling. So when I checked in with myself and I did an emotional investigation, I asked myself, what am I feeling? So when I labeled the feeling that I am feeling pain, I am feeling stressed, that acknowledgement then led me to the acceptance of the feeling, and then an action-based approach where understanding these emotions, these painful emotions, helps in healing those wounds that are deep within us. Knowing what emotional state we are in first, and then moving from knowing to action, to taking action so that you can heal from that emotion. So I would like you to check in with yourself and label and name that feeling, whatever that you're feeling, acknowledge it. That is very, very important. Acknowledging it, like I said, without hiding it, blocking it, fighting it, hating it. Acknowledging it will help you. Number 3, confrontation of emotional baggage. Emotional healing objectivity faces emotional pain. This results in confronting the emotional issue that has been avoided. Because like I said, I was avoiding the pain. I was hiding from it. I was fighting it. You have to confront the emotional issue, and it takes courage. So congratulations, you're already on your emotional healing journey. Relief is seen in this stage as running away from the problem makes things worse. The minute I accept, the minute I acknowledge and admit that this was my emotional blockage, you will see magic happen. Be ready to face it. Do have an honest self-talk to analyze the emotional problem, like I said, without judging it or fighting it. An honest assessment. Identify your emotional triggers and then face them. After facing these negative feelings, you will see that you will try to accept them, and the minute you accept them, you will start to feel better. This is my assurance to you. Number 4, inevitable expression. After confronting these painful emotions, one begins to avoid them. This happened to me. In this stage, learn to honor the pain and the order of your healing, so that you learn to express these emotions. Like I said, we're not taught emotion. We are not educated as far as our emotion literacy is concerned. Our society, our school, and our education system focuses more on intellectual development. But what about emotional development? What about emotional literacy? We need to be educated, and that's why it takes courage. We need the skills and the patience so that we become emotionally more aware and emotionally expressive. And today, because of the work that I do, I'm able to identify my emotions and express even to my children that I'm feeling sad, I felt upset, I felt hurt when you spoke to me in a disrespectful way. I'm able to honestly confront my painful emotions and express them without acting on them, without being passive aggressive or aggressive or explosive. What we do is we tend to either be suppressors, or let's call ourselves stuffers. We suppress and bottle our emotions, or bam, we explode. So the healthy way is in between, where I acknowledge my feelings, accept my feelings, and express my feelings honestly to people around me. First, being honest with myself, only then I can be honest with people around me. So the inevitable expression is important. Crying when feeling sad, yelling if you feel like screaming. Don't scream to a person. Maybe you can take a pillow, and I do this. I take a pillow and I scream as hard as I can in an empty room, because it helps me release my unexpressed anger and makes me feel good. Never allow your emotions to linger in your physical body, because it leads to mental and emotional exhaustion and withdrawal. This is what we all do. Our emotions get stored in our bodies. But if I don't honestly express and release my emotions, this is what causes disease, because I'm not at ease with myself. My body is not at ease because all those emotions have got stored in different parts of my body. And like I said, through patience, through developing skills, you will realize that you'll be able to accept those unpleasant feelings and move from awareness, acceptance to action. And last and most important, the acceptance stage is that makes room to feel empty of your feelings. Feeling numb about all the painful experience is certainly possible, and as if it has become embedded a part of our soul. But when we accept these undesirable emotions, we start taking mastery over them. We are in charge of them. The pain will go away by no longer ruling your present thoughts and feelings. The struggle will become less, and growth and magic will start to happen, because this stage really tests your emotional metal, and it brings out the best in you, because you are breaking old patterns, old habits, and you're ready for change because you've accepted those painful emotions, and you are taking full responsibility of working with them, not fighting those emotional experiences and those unpleasant emotions. You're accepting them. Your emotional healing brings out a new life which is full of hope, vigor, and optimism. And it really starts with you taking that action. And you've already taken that action because you're watching this video. It means you are ready to embark your emotional healing. And this is something that has really helped me as well, because when we invest in our emotional growth, when we invest in our learning and development, that's when we welcome lasting change, because change starts with you. It starts with you challenging your thoughts, your core beliefs and assumptions that may not be helping you or helping you heal. And like I said, healing is really the greatest gift that you can give yourself. It's a gift that I gave myself. It has helped me become more calm as a parent. It has helped me become more present as a partner. It helps me in my work because I am making that choice. I made that choice of choosing to heal emotionally from old familiar patterns of hurt and disappointment which were not serving me, which were not helping me. So I moved from awareness to acceptance, and now I've taken action, and now I feel fully recovered. I hope your soul feels liberated, and I hope and pray that you move from your emotional blockages and move towards more growth, more well-being, and profound healing. I hope this video was useful to you. If you're struggling with any aspect of your life, whether at work, at home, if you're a parent, a professional, a teacher, a teenager, an educator, we are here for you because we care and we are here. You can reach out to us. Until then, keep smiling, keep shining, inspiring.